Last time, in talking about the history of our parish and the history of the Catholic Church on Eastern Long Island, we said that the first parish was founded in Sag Harbor in 1859, that the first Mass had been celebrated in Riverhead in the home of Andrew McGee in Aquabog in 1844. The Irish immigration continued, and because there was a potato famine, there's also the English oppression rather. In 1859, the first property was bought in Riverhead for a place of worship. Because of anti-Catholic bias, it wasn't bought by the diocese. It was bought by one of the local workers, John Walsh, a farm worker, 33 years old, who bought a small house and a small lot on East Avenue. And the priest, the pastor from Sag Harbor, came once a month to celebrate Mass in a room of that home. A few years later, by the way, the cost of that land at that time in the house was $280, which would be about $8,800 today. Then a few years later, in 1862, the Catholics of Riverhead bought a bigger piece of property, almost 3 acres, because they needed a cemetery. And the cemetery was founded where it is now. The oldest part of that cemetery is the southwest corner of the property, where you see all the Irish tombstones, the Irish names. It's hard to make out the last number on some of the tombs, but one of the very old ones, it says, this is the tombstone of Anne, who was the wife of Michael Savin, and she died, I think the last number is 1862, so it would be one of the first burials there, and she was 30 years old. In 1869, Riverhead was officially made a parish, and the first pastor came here, whose name was Father John Wcela. The church was built for $6,000, which would be $180,000 today. And to finance all this, part of the finances was pew rent. So you rented a seat in the church for a year. For 1 year, it cost $1, which would be $30 today. And for a whole pew, you'd pay $5 a year, which would be $150 today. We'll continue the story of St. John's Parish next time. God bless.